Nityanandam everyone, Nityanandam. Again, my name is Manitya Yogananda Swami and I'm here live from Bengaluru, Adinam. In today's, uh, in today's video, I wanted to share something that has been coming up in a few conversations I've had with some really close friends and disciples of Swamiji. That there's a very deeply ingrained thought current, or I can say unconscious incompletion, that we carry in the West. I myself have experienced it fully in so many aspects in my life. And that is a feeling that we're always looking for what is the solution, or who will give me the refugee, who will give me the help, who will be there for me when I need it. And everybody, in every aspect of our lives, we come to the biggest disappointment and we find ourselves back in the same space of feeling alone, feeling only alone, and the whole world, there's nobody, one single person who we can trust. That is the basic, most in-depth, ingrained incompletion that we're carrying in the West. As far as I can understand, even in my own personal experience, I was always seeking for a solution. Since I was young, I always tried to see in which way I can help my mom, in which way I can help my grandma, in which way I can help somebody. Somehow that was deeply ingrained in me. Of course, I was also a naughty child, but I had more of the inclination of helping. So that by the age of 12, I decided I'm going to be a psychologist. I met one person who was a psychologist and she was a person who was helping. So I thought, oh, this is the perfect thing for me for the rest of my life. I want to help people. I want to be a psychologist. So I was so clear about finding a solution in that way. Also, I was born and raised Catholic. So every Sunday we'll go to church. And church, will be a place where you go and you're supposed to get some healing and some connection to the divine. Somehow, after growing up in this culture for some time, I realized the emptiness and the hypocrisy and so much disillusion happened with my own religion, that I thought it was there for me, and then I became more aware of so many different truths within the church, within my own experience of that, and again the disillusion happened in me. You with so much conditions, making you feel that you're a sinner and you always have to go and ask for pardon. There was some incompletion about that I was not able to feel any fulfillment. So I searched through my career and my profession and my studies. I thought maybe this is the way. So in my seeking, I was searching through psychology and social work, and I became involved in all of these things, working with children in the child development aspect of psychology, or in the relationship aspect of psychology, in the social component, social work aspect, even animal rights and activists, promoting animal rights or promoting child safety and protecting child abuse. And I became more and more active in different ways. But still, when I dive into that, when I become a member of that, when I become an active member of activism, PETA or whatever it was, again we were always coming to the point and conclusion that there's no solution to this. We spend a lot of energy fighting, but what is actually the solution? Even in the field of psychology, when I thought I met the best in the field, the toppers, the most famous people in any specialized field in psychology, it can be the most specialized person in hypnotherapy, or a person who can help you with the eating disorders or with addictions, or a person specialized in depression. When I actually got to meet them, after doing so much effort to go and meet them, huge disillusion happened. So again and again, in so many aspects in my life, I face that disillusion. I have experienced that feeling that I am alone and that there is no solution. What was the solution? I was not able to find it. I was not able to see it at that moment. And this is something we collectively carry as a whole, I can say, culture and civilization, is that we feel there's actually nobody out there. There's no good person because everything is so conditional. Even the love my mother had for me, my Purvashram mother, she will do anything for me. Her love is too extreme. She will do anything and everything, and she always did. She sacrificed her whole life for her kids. She will do anything for her kids. She stopped everything, and she will give us everything she can, and whatever she doesn't can, she will just bring it and make it happen for us. She's that type of extreme loving mother. But even her love was full of conditions. Even my love, which I thought it was unconditional because I love dogs, I love animals, I love babies, I love kids, I love my boyfriend, I love my girlfriend, I love my sister, mother, brother. I used to think that I love unconditionally. But it was not until I tasted some huge experience. I had one very strong click in my life. When Swamiji first came to my life, before I enter into this, I just want to make a point of this, that what you are feeling, you're not alone. All of us have this common feeling. All of us have gone through this same experience, that at the end of the day, we know we're alone. That insecurity is the hunting, the most paining point in our being. That's why we always are running behind something or somebody or some security, whether it is in a relationship, or it is in money, or it is in a career or profession, or some whatever it is. We're always searching for something to give us, to fill that gap. But the truth is that no matter what you seek, everything is what? Temporary. Everything is perishable. At one day or the other, everything we're hanging on to is going to disappear. So what to do in this situation? This is the main problem. This is the main thing that a Westerner faces when the concept of a guru happens. We know from our own experience there's nothing we can trust, nobody we can trust. However, a guru happens to break that. A guru happens to break that pattern. So when a guru happens in the life, we have to be ready to let go of this. I'll share with you how it happened for me. Before I met Swamiji in person, he had already created a lot of experiences and a huge impact, impression, and influence in my life. But it was only to the level of a teacher or a coach or a mentor. Then I decided, I need to meet this person. I don't know who he is, but I need to meet this person. I need to know who this person is. So somehow I was opened that space. I said this to the cosmos, and somehow Swamiji was doing a tour in the US, and I happened to, everything got aligned. I got the money, I got the time, everything got aligned for me to spend 1 week in his programs. At that moment, Swamiji was spending 1 week in Ohio Temple. It's a beautiful Nityanandeshwara Hindu temple in Ohio. At that time, I decided to go there no matter what. I went driving from Iowa. I pulled a few friends because I shouldn't go alone. I couldn't go alone. So I pulled a few friends in the car. I told them we're going, and we just drove and made it there. It was winter time, and we just drove and made it. After Guru, still these concepts were very new to me. I had no foundation, no comparison. I didn't even know what is Guru. I had no idea about that. So I was just experiencing whatever the experiences were happening. But there was a major shift that happened in the last day of the program. There was a few very profound experiences, but the main shift happened at the end of the program. It was the last day, and it was the healer's initiation. We were getting initiated into healers. That was a very intimate group in the basement of the temple, and Swamiji was sitting there. After a long time waiting for him, we had some sessions by different acharyas. He comes, he sits in such a silence. His presence filled the room completely. And some strong connection happened. He just settled so deeply into our beings. Just the way he was sitting, the way his presence was so encompassing. It was completely filling the whole space just with his presence. Something was happening already in my being, just being in front of him, just looking at him. I started to have some tears in my eyes. Something in me was opening up. Something in me was experiencing something I never experienced before. And it was until I heard him utter this line, few words, that completely made the shift in me. he said a few words. It is not only the words, please understand, the master is not only about words. It's about the energy he expresses, he transmits through the words. But the level of depth in which he said these words, he just said, please understand, I am initiating you now through the umbilical cord connection with me. That now, no matter what happens, I'll be with you till you achieve the ultimate. Even if I leave my body before you achieve the ultimate, I'll make sure that I come back to remind you and to take you until you achieve the ultimate. Or even if you leave your body, I'll make sure you find me again. I'll be there for you even after you leave the body to take you to the ultimate. Till you achieve it, my commitment is I will be with you. When he uttered these words, that's where it all shifted for me. I understood one thing so clearly. The way he committed to me, the way he's loving me is not human. I have not met a single human being that can even love to that magnitude. I understood at that moment that all my ideas about love were just the dust at his feet. Were just so insignificant and so conditional, so full of toxins and conditions. There is nothing close to the real unconditional love of the Guru, of God. At that moment, I don't know the word God. I don't know the meaning of the word God. I just know at that moment he is not human, because no human being can love somebody like this. That's where my whole incompletion, my whole seeking came to an end. I just knew he is not human. The way he loves me, the way he loves is the ultimate love. I was just completely enamored by that. That's what made the difference in me to so easily follow a guru. To have a guru in my life became so easy, so smooth, because I understood from the experiential level that a guru is there to really love you unconditionally. He is not a human being, and that pattern, that the disillusion, that incompletion of disillusion of every person in the world is going to betray you, that is not going to be there for you, got completed at that moment. I stopped seeking for that fulfillment in so many ways. I understood it is there. Cosmos is there for me in the form of my guru. And with that confidence, I was able to take big steps in my life. I moved mountains, so many miracles happened, so much amazing possibilities opened up, and the opportunity to be a sannyasi at the feet of the master became a reality because I experienced that love from the master, which is not human, which is not conditional, which is beyond anything I can even imagine. My mind shatters into pieces, my logic shatters into pieces, and only the truth in the depth of my being can understand what is the trust of the love of the master. If you're seeing this video and you're a person from the West, I understand we have no point of reference for this. There's no other example. There's no point of reference where we can say, oh, okay, I think it is something like this. It is very difficult for us to have the trust with the master because we don't have any point of reference to this. But I tell you, it is possible. It exists. In the beautiful Hinduism and the Vedic tradition, it's so spectacular to live with this common thought current of understanding that God is always with you in every moment, in every step. This is how I raised in love with the culture. This is how I raised in love with my master. This is how I raised in love with Hinduism. It is a beautiful love, expansive relationship because the more I learned about it, the more I raised in love. The more it fulfilled me, the more it empowered me, the more it gave me the courage to keep on going, to trust again, to love again, to live again, to be there for others, to drop all my defensive, my protections, my fears, my insecurities, and start flowing into the possibilities of my life. And I owe this all to my guru, who showed me and gave me that experience that really made the transformation, the click happen, and it made it so easy for me to have a guru and to trust my guru and to be here in such a sweet and fun celebration way without any effort. So I just wanted to share this with all of you, and I hope this video gives all of you the hope that it is possible to have this experience. It is possible. It is a decision. We don't have to live with this anymore, with this idea, with this incompletion, and something beyond our logic, beyond our even cognition about life is so much, and so much more is available. And that world can only open up when you have the guru in your life. So I invite everyone to send your questions about this topic, or just even come and experience it for yourself. Be in the presence of the master. Have your own experience about this and share it to the world. Let the world know what is the beautiful experience of having a guru in your life. So with this, I'll just share today's session, and I look forward to hearing from all of you in this beautiful Sannyas series and the importance of the love with the guru and the trust in the past of Sannyas. Thank you, Nityanandan.